fashion events grace the French capital all year round. One's a little less known, but no less impressive. Black Fashion Week. It exists to counter dominant Caucasian beauty ideals, challenging boundaries and perceptions.
Without black fashion, you will have no fashion. It originated here. You know, we should always give respect to where we came from, where fashion came from, where music came from, where many things came from. Why have a Black Fashion Week? We're supposed to.
The first Parisian Black Fashion Week was held in 2012 with the support of musician Youssou N'Dour, then the Senegalese Minister of Culture and Tourism.
Fashion is a very important part of what we do. You can see it as an art form, which is very important for us. I'm also here to support a woman who's done a great deal for Senegal, Adama. She's once again organising this event. It gets bigger year on year.
And why does there need to be a Black Fashion Week?
I'll simply say,
black is beautiful.
Black Fashion Week is now a permanent fixture in the fashion calendar, and that's all thanks to its founder, Adama Amanda Ndiaye.
This all began with the dream of a little girl who lived in France and who wanted to create fashion. Because at the heart of it all, I'm a designer. So that's how it started. I tried to do shows of my work, but it wasn't happening for me. So I decided to do another type of show, and I needed to find a name, which became Black Fashion Week. Everyone tried to dissuade me, but Black Fashion Week worked very well, and I think it still does.
Black as a unifying term resonates with many.
there's a sort of pride in being black. There are certain things about black and African culture that reach right out to the Caribbean diaspora and to African Americans.
Designers taking part this year come from Cameroon, the Congo, Belgium, Nigeria, Guadeloupe, Brazil, the Ivory Coast, France and Senegal.
You see all sorts of things in Black Fashion Week because for me the word black goes way beyond colour. Black Fashion Week is about cultural history more than it's about colour. It's like black culture in music, in art. We're talking Basquiat, Joe Cocker, Eminem, Justin Bieber. They all create black music even though they're not all black. That's why everyone who feels an affinity with black culture is welcome here.
One of the main aims of the event is to open people's eyes to black fashion. It's about championing diversity and challenging the status quo.
I don't get it. A black model at Chanel, Dior, Isabelle Marant is just as beautiful as a white one. Sometimes you feel a little trapped by the way things work in the industry.
But things are changing. Entrepreneurs are gradually coming to understand the cultural and economic potential of the African continent. Africa is on trend.
When we think in terms of set categories, we often forget about the subtleties, which is where the real beauty lies. Senegal still has very traditional, very African fashion. Nigeria's fashion is quite contemporary, open to European influences. And you can see that with their different fashion weeks and the trends that emerge. Mali is still very much anchored in tradition with the fabrics they use there. Each country has its specific traits, and that's what makes Africa so rich.
But African clients aren't always so convinced. They're much more used to international labels, readily available on the global market.
They need to be introduced gently to new things. It's really complicated. They won't change their buying habits overnight. You need to really sell the pieces, sell the designers, explain the designer's process. The designer's story needs to speak to the client's story.
Adama usually works with materials from Senegal, but for Mekong, her latest collection, all the fabrics come straight from Vietnam.
When I travel, I love going to the markets. In these markets, I saw fabrics. They were amazing, all hand-embroidered. And I saw a woman working on a design, just like in Africa, actually.
That's what Adama does so well, fusing cultural influences to create contemporary silhouettes steeped in history.
It's still fluid and light. No fastenings. A kimono done my way, open at the sides. Everything is open, but it remains very elegant, albeit in quite a sexy way. Because everything is open, you can see the body.
For Adama, fashion is at the forefront of change on the African continent.
It's a way of bringing a certain dignity, an African savoir-faire that'll also be worn by Europeans. Today's Africa needs to be respected and loved.
Almost half of all Africans are under 20 years old. Black Fashion Week wants to capture young imaginations and show budding designers that success isn't always as elusive as it may seem.